Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker from SkyguitarLessonsOnline.com. Great to see you all again. Hope you're all doing very well. Going to be doing some Judas Priest, if you haven't already guessed. We are looking at the song Bloodstone. Great intro on this. It really does pack a punch. Really is fun to play. I know you're going to enjoy learning how to play this. I'm going to show you how to play the intro. I'm going to show you how to play all the verses as well. I am going to be doing the guitar solo, but that's going to be posted on my premium channel. Once that's completed, I'll let you all know out there. I'll post a little message. If this is your first time visiting the site, great to see you. Have a look around. I'm sure you're going to want to subscribe. If you do, just click on that button, click on the bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I am posting anything new to my channel. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Let's get into this lesson and let me show you how to play Bloodstone. Let's have a look at that first part of the song. Now what we're playing is we're playing 2 on the high E, 2 on the B, and then we're going to be finishing up with 4 on the D. Now we're going to play them down, but we don't want them ringing out. We don't want that. We want kind of individual. Now, very similar to the way Van Halen used to play Ain't Talking About Love. And I used to call it, when I was teaching this to my students, I used to call it more like picking, like a woodpecker would pick at the wood. So you're picking, pulling away, but you're also releasing each note. So this first finger is rolling. Now I'm doing it all downstrokes to get that effect, but that's your first 3 notes. Then we move across to 4 on the high E, and then I bring my third finger across to 3 on the G, and then I've got 2 on the D, and then 2 on the A. So we get. Now from there, we are going into this, what could be seen as an inversion of a D triad. You're going to be playing 4 on the D, and then you're going to be playing 3 on the B, and 2 on the G. Now we're going to move down to 1st fret on the A string, and we're going to play 1, 2, and then we go and play this little backwards and forwards. We'll be playing 1, 2, 1 on the G, and then finish off on 2 on the D string. So play it very slowly. And then back. Now the second part starts exactly the same way, up to the point where we play in that triad there. Now from there, once we play that 2 on the G, you're going to slide up, or you're going to move up to 6 on the B, and then down to 6 on the G, and finish it off on 9 on the B. We get. So again, that line. Now we go back and we repeat everything we did right at the beginning, going back to that. So that gets played again. So the final one, we start off with the same arpeggio piece. Then we go to the 4. Now instead of going down to the 2 on the D, we go to the 2 on the G. Then up to 6. then back down to 4 to 2, and then we're doing 4 on the D to 2 on the D. So that last one. And that takes us to the end of the arpeggio section at the beginning when you're playing that. Next part, moving on from the arpeggios, we have this. What I'm doing there, I'm holding down 4 on D, G and B, and I've got my third finger on 5 on the B string. And I just play that down once. Then I've got them little clicks. So it's chord, down on 4, 4. We got another click, going to the A5, which is all the 2s. Then we're going across to 4 on the A and 4 on the D. Then we've got this pick on the open string, and then hammering on 2 and 4 across to the A power chord. 2 of them. So you just pick the open A, then O2, then the 2, 4. 2 on the A. Back across to that 4 on the A. Then you go back and repeat. Now, at this point, the tempo increases slightly, and what he does to introduce that, you're going to play open E to 2nd on the E, and then we get this. Now at that point, the tempo just kicks up a little bit. Now if you've been trying to play this and just following along on a normal beat, that's probably why it doesn't sound right, because you've got to get that little kick of an acceleration. And that is the one that brings that acceleration, that little movement there. And then you're back to. We'll repeat that line again. Now the final one, what we do, we start off the same. That's the change. So we get. And all I'm playing from that A is 2 on the D. An E power chord. He lets that hold out, and then he goes to an F sharp 5 chord, and that takes us into the verse section. I'll play you through the verse and then we'll break it down. So we start off on an F sharp, A, E, which is 2 on the D, 1 on the G. Then we've got an A5, which is just 2, open E, just an open E string, F sharp. Then we've got this riff. So what I'm playing there is 2 on the G, 4 and 2 on the D, 4 on the A, 2 open strings, and then F sharp. And we start all over again. A, E. Exactly what we played. Back to the riff. Now this time, instead of finishing on the F sharp, we're finishing on E. So we get. Now that takes us to the pre-chorus section. Where the pre-chorus section, that E was on the 1 count. So we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. From there we go to an F sharp, to an A, F sharp. Now that is a B, but I'm just playing it across 4 and 4. So we get 2. And then we go to an F sharp, to an E chord. And we do repeat that same thing. just chugging on the E. Then we go to a C sharp 5 chord. And then we play one of them, then we get this. Which is C sharp, down to a B, open then. Open string, back to the B sharp, open A, F sharp, and then finishing up on an E. So it's last chord there on that E chord. From there we go back to, and we repeat that whole section all over again. Let me show you what KK Downing is playing while Glenn Tipton is doing his solo. I'll just play it through and then I'll break it down. The bulk of this riff is played on the D and the G string. I'm sure you saw that. I think I'm smoke on the waterish, but we're playing 2 across D and G, then the 4/4, then 5/5, open A, and then 7/7, another open A, then we're doing 5 on the D, 4 on the G, then 5/5, back to a 2, and then we kick in with another open. Now on the final one, as we go to the 7, we then go back to an open A, and then we do an E, and then he does a dive bomb, which takes him to his solo. So after the dive bomb, the second solo takes up. KK Downing now starts to play the solo, and the rhythm guitar played by Glenn Tipton is exactly the same line. So he plays that through, but he doesn't finish on a dive bomb. What we have is this, and I'll just play it through for you. So what we're playing there is B flat 3 times. So we get to an A, back to the B5, E5, F sharp 5. So we get, repeat that all over again. Then we move up to the C sharp 5 and we play up, down, go into a G sharp 5, C sharp, F sharp 5, F sharp 5, back to the C sharp 5, to a B5, and then we've got the same as we played previously. And from there, it goes back to the chorus line again. And that takes us to the close of the song. Well, that's all of the sections covered for the song. The solo, as I mentioned at the beginning, that's going to be available when it's completed on my premium channel. There's a link below if you're interested in supporting me. There is a number of songs already being covered there and some lessons that are not available on YouTube. And I'm putting more stuff on there all the time, so I really appreciate you checking that out. Well, I am going to let you go. You can get into this song and start to really enjoy learning this. But until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com, wishing you well, and look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Until then, goodbye.